Extraordinary beauty culturalists Estelle Fennessy, Lily Gresham Bozeman Reeves, and the Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Shop on Auburn Avenue. Madam C.J. Walker, who was born Sarah Breedlove in Louisiana in 1867, is famously known as an innovator and the first self-made American woman millionaire. During the early 20th century, Walker revolutionized the American beauty industry by catering to Black women's hair care and beauty needs. Before Walker, hair care products for African Americans were limited, sometimes contained dangerous and harmful chemicals, and many were marketed with stereotypical and racist imagery. Walker reframed beauty as self-care, professionalism, and racial pride. Her direct sales network was an early blueprint for entrepreneurship and the early American franchise system. Walker gave thousands of Black women the chance to own their businesses and earn substantial income. Many former Walker agents, also referred to as hair or beauty culturalists, went on to start their own salons, schools, and companies. Madam C.J. Walker's impact was felt in cities across the nation, including Atlanta, Georgia. According to the second edition textbook of the Madam C.J. Walker Schools of Beauty Culture, a beauty expert's work is of vital importance. Probably no other vocation aside from nursing or medicine has a higher calling, for is not a woman's beauty paramount? In 1930s Atlanta, Auburn Avenue was a thriving site of Black self-determination and business development. Among other beauty salons on the street was the Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Shop. If a customer walked into Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Shop at 368 Auburn Avenue, they had multiple hairstyles to choose from. They could receive a Marcel wave, which is not to be confused with a finger wave, or a croquinole, a roller set. All three styles were available and cost 50 cents. If a customer wandered into the shop on a Monday or Tuesday, she could take advantage of the 50-cent shampoo and press special. According to the textbook, it's fast becoming a rare thing to see a woman who has not a beautiful, well-kept head of hair and lovely, smooth skin. Much of this new self-pride and personal ambition is born of the proven merit and unquestioned efficiency of Madam C.J. Walker's preparations and graduates of Madam C.J. Walker's Schools of Beauty Culture. Walker revolutionized Black beauty culture and built a beauty empire. After moving to Denver in 1905 and perfecting the formula for her hair grower, Walker moved headquarters to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 1908 and then to Indianapolis, Indiana, a major railroad hub, and incorporated the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company in 1910. While in Pittsburgh, she opened the Layla College of Beauty Culture, a beauty school and salon created to train a sales force of Black women who learned not just how to care and style hair and use and sell her products, but how to build professional lives in an era of few economic options. Becoming a beautician, sales agent, or salon owner offered Black women an alternative to domestic work and other low-paying and labor-based forms of employment, which were common for the era. Walker advocated for standardized training, hygiene, and scalp health, elevating hair care from informal practice to a respected trade. Madam C.J. Walker's beauty schools trained legions of Black women beauticians. Multiple Walker beauty schools and shops across the nation were opened and operated by Walker's Beauty School graduates. This professional training and emphasis on entrepreneurship helped shape today's multi-billion-dollar Black beauty industry. Madam C.J. Walker is a model of determination, coupled with business acumen and long-term vision. After her death in 1919, Walker's vision continued under the leadership of her daughter, Aaliyah Walker, and adopted granddaughter, Mae Walker Perry. In 1925, Estelle Fennessy enrolled in a beauty culture course at Madam C.J. Walker School of Beauty Culture in Indianapolis. As a girl growing up near Macon, Georgia, Fennessy performed field labor and was formally educated. She graduated from Fort Valley High School and worked at a dining hall in Macon before she relocated to Atlanta, where she worked as a domestic until she enrolled in the Madam C.J. Walker School of Beauty Culture. After completing her coursework, Fennessy returned to Atlanta and began to style Black women's hair around the neighborhood. Shortly after her return, Fennessy and another beauty culturalist, Lily Gresham Bozeman, opened the Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Shop at 368 Auburn Avenue, where they employed several beauticians. The textbook of Madam C.J. Walker Schools of Beauty and Culture provides specific instructions for operating a beauty salon. It states, "A beauty parlor or shop should be a place of rest, peace, improvement, and enjoyment. It is therefore most important that each room and booth should be a spot of beauty, breathing forth purity, cleanliness, and inspiring the customer with the beauties of creation rather than the hard, cold facts of the world. The patron comes to you to rest and to be improved. She leaves the chatter and noise of the nursery, the drudgery of housework, and the worries of business to come to you and relax, to be soothed, and to be made beautiful." Given the standard put forth by their training, Fennessy and Bozeman were able to operate their salon for decades. The Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Shop on Auburn Avenue became a place of rest, beauty, and community building for Black women. Like most beauty salons, the beauty shop was a place where Madam C.J. Walker's products, particularly her famous hair grower, were sold. Neighborhood and family gossip was shared, current events and civil rights were discussed. Lighthearted jokes were told, and when Black women shared tea and discussed their plans for the future as their hair was being perfectly pressed and coiffed. Beyond being stellar proprietors, Fennessy and Bozeman were beauticians with activist sensibilities. In 1936, Fennessy stated in the Atlanta Daily World that the beauticians of the city should organize a union, which I feel would be a great benefit to those engaged in this profession. In 1943, Bozeman became a member of the Atlanta Council of Negro Women. In 1951, both women served on the Atlanta Hostess Committee for the United Beauty School Owners and Teachers Association, whose annual conference took place in Atlanta that year. Estelle Fennessy and Lily G. Bozeman's activist personalities were in line with their beauty school training. The textbook for Madam C.J. Walker Schools of Beauty Culture states that to be beautiful does not refer alone to the arrangement of the hair, the perfection of the complexion, or the beauty of one's figure. As important as these are, to be truly beautiful, one must combine these qualities with a beautiful mind, clean, wholesome thoughts, a cheerfully pleasant, optimistic personality, and a properly directed ambition. In short, a beautiful character. Estelle Fennessy and Lily Gresham Boltzmann were both women of beautiful character. This is evident in their community uplift efforts, but perhaps most evident in the annual Season's Greeting advertisements they would run in the Atlanta Daily World, not advertising their services, but wishing their community well during the holiday season. In 1940, Estelle Fennessy and Lily Gresham Bozeman moved the salon down the street to 334 Auburn Avenue on the corner of Auburn Avenue and Hilliard Street in the newly constructed Prince Hall Masonic Grand Lodge building. Founded in 1949 and broadcasted on 860 AM, WERD was the first African American owned and programmed radio station in the United States. The station was located above the Madam C.J. Walker shop in the Prince Hall Mason building, making the corner location a site of consistent hustle and bustle and a place where community information was exchanged upstairs and downstairs daily. 15 years after relocating, Estelle Fennessy and Lily Bozeman Reeves, who had recently remarried, closed the shop for remodeling, which took several months to complete. In the meantime, beauty culturalists employed their work at other salons in the area, such as Alexander's Beauty Shop and the Paris Style. In December of 1955, the shop was reopened and friends and customers were invited to come inspect the new renovations. By the early 1980s, the Madam C.J. Walker beauty schools and salons ceased operations. And in 1983, after operating for nearly 6 decades, the Madam C.J. Walker Beauty School on Auburn Avenue closed its doors. The shop closed, but the painted glass storefront window remained to remind community members of what was once a thriving Black women-owned business on the richest Negro street in the world. 20 years ago, hairstylist and preservationist Richie DeForest purchased the spaces and opened the Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Shop and WERD Studio Museum to honor the legacy of Black entrepreneurship and self-determining practices on Auburn Avenue. Miss Estelle Fennessy and Miss Lily Gresham Bozeman Reeves were extraordinary beauty culturalists who lived by Madam C.J. Walker's model for life and success and transformed themselves into businesswomen and pillars of good character in their community. These women's stories contribute not only to the legacy of Black women's hair care, but also the mosaic of Atlanta's history and the rich heritage of the Sweet Auburn neighborhood. Madam C.J. Walker's life and influence are a testament to resilience, vision, and social responsibility. She transformed adversity into a nationwide movement that redefined beauty standards, elevated Black women in the workforce, and demonstrated the power of entrepreneurship as a tool for social change. Madam Walker's legacy lives on through her great-great-granddaughter, Aaliyah Bundles, who actively works to preserve the family's rich history through documenting the story of her foremothers in her writings. Madam C.J. Walker's influence persists in today's beauty industry, where Black-owned hair and cosmetic companies continue to thrive and have broader recognition of diversity in beauty standards. Walker's model of combining economic success with social activism remains a guiding principle for entrepreneurs who seek to change not just their lives, but also their communities. Women such as Lisa Price, founder and CEO of Carol's Daughter, Janelle Stevens, founder and CEO of Camille Rose, and Jessica Harris Dupart, founder and CEO of Kaleidoscope, have built extraordinary Black women's hair care brands which started as small in-home businesses and have evolved into multi-million-dollar businesses where products are available at most large retail stores nationwide. Like Walker, who was born in Louisiana and became popular for her hair grower, Harris Dupart, also born in Louisiana, gained notoriety for her miracle drops, which are said to strengthen and grow Black women's hair exponentially. These women have demonstrated the same commitment to investing and protecting Black beauty as Walker did generations before them. Their success is a testament to their own ingenuity and drive, and are furthermore a continuation of Madam C.J. Walker's spirit of self-determination.